Murder in a Small Town delivers a devastating twist in episode 6, leaving many wondering why Cassandra, Kristen Crouch, and Karl, Rossif Sutherland, break up in Fox's new procedural series. The couple has had a pretty straightforward romance thus far. Both characters are evolving from experiences, looking for a new chapter in each other. That is until something pushes Cassandra to reconsider her romance with the police chief. In Murder in a Small Town episode 5, Karl is punished by someone from his past at Cassandra's expense. In episode 5, Gordon Murphy, Devon Sawa, abducts Cassandra to taunt Karl for apprehending him after a bar fight. Murphy blames Karl for his subsequent breakup, which he claims never would have happened had he not been jailed and labeled a criminal. Suffering from terminal cancer, Murphy kidnaps Cassandra with nothing left to lose and successfully compromises Karl's idyllic small-town life. Karl and Cassandra's Murder in a Small Town romance is one of the series' best elements. It would be a shame for the procedural TV series to continue without it, but that's what episode 6 instigates. Karl and Cassandra break up in Murder in a Small Town episode 6. Cassandra calls it off in episode 6, The Madness Method. Karl and Cassandra's breakup comes after Cassandra's abduction. In Murder in a Small Town episode 5, Murphy tricks Cassandra into a meeting. He initially tries to kidnap Holly, but he fails and moves on to the librarian. Cassandra is tied up and held at a house in an undisclosed location around Gibson's, and she makes heroic efforts to disclose her location through the TV. Still, Cassandra is caught trying to communicate and suffers injuries from a car accident as Murphy tries to escape before the police force catches him. While Cassandra is a hero during the incident, it unravels her. As Cassandra sits in the back of an ambulance in episode 5, A Touch of Panic, Karl asks her what she wants for dinner, and she says whatever is on the hospital's menu. Karl offers to get her takeout from her favorite restaurant, but Cassandra politely turns him down. Her behavior toward Karl is a noticeable shift. It isn't the first time the couple has experienced tension during an episode. However, they always reconcile with a meal or date at the episode's conclusion. The relationship's red letter was the librarian refusing Karl's gesture, then breaking into tears when he left. The romance's final blow comes at the end of Murder in a Small Town episode 6, The Madness Method. While Karl and his police force are investigating the case of an alleged sociopathic killer, Sid, Aaron Douglas, calls Cassandra into the station to get her statement about what happened with Murphy, which entangles her in the episode despite needing space. When the case is closed, Cassandra is on Karl's porch. She grieves their relationship, and Karl understands that Cassandra is upset, eventually saying they can take a step back. However, Cassandra insists they can't, implying it's over between them. How Karl and Cassandra's breakup sets up the rest of Murder in a Small Town. Karl and Cassandra enter will they won't they territory. Karl and Cassandra sitting and talking in Murder in a Small Town. According to a Deadline report, Murder in a Small Town got the green light for an 8-episode series, meaning only a couple of episodes remain to resolve Karl and Cassandra's romance. Karl doesn't have any overarching mysteries that will come to a head, so the conclusion of the series' first 8 episodes will likely focus on Karl and Cassandra's romance. Cassandra has unintentionally been at the center of many of Karl's investigations as an informant, so they will hopefully cross paths again, allowing for more reconciliation opportunities. However, more interactions may cause them to grow further apart. The development of Cassandra's art center is one of the only unresolved plot points. Cassandra has been raising money for an art center in Gibson's, and there could be a conflict with its opening that causes the former couple to team up again. It will be interesting to see how Karl operates without Cassandra, with whom he has crossed paths on every investigation. There's a slight chance Cassandra will walk back from the split in episode 7. However, tensions have been rising between the pair, so the couple will likely enter will they won't they TV romance territory. Can Karl and Cassandra still get back together? Time is running out. Kristen Crouch as Cassandra and Rossif Sutherland as Alberg in Murder in a Small Town. When he apologizes to her at the end of Murder in a Small Town episode 6, Karl inadvertently tells Cassandra that he loves her. He explains that when he began his career as a cop, his greatest fear wasn't for his own life but the possibility of endangering someone he loves instead. Karl says it never happened until it did, implying that it happened to Cassandra and that there is love there. A look of realization briefly flashes on Cassandra's face, understanding the comparison, but she looks more frustrated than moved that he would tell her that he loves her at that time. Still, Cassandra's devastation proves she could feel the same way. The couple's romance is the highlight of the mystery series. Karl loves Cassandra, but she remarks that she doesn't see herself as the kind of person who dates cops in the series premiere, and the issue rears its head again in episode 6. Cassandra adores Karl because he is a great dad and an artist. Still, she hesitates regarding Karl's law enforcement background. Her traumatic incident only exacerbated her concerns. Whatever direction the romance heads, time is running out for Karl and Cassandra in Murder in a Small Town.